Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm here once again to deliver upon you Bleach chapter reviews. Today is Bleach chapter 637 review. Now, honestly, this chapter did deserve a live reaction, but complications arose where I could not get to live reactions of either Bleach or Toriko. And I apologize for that, I really do. But it is what it is, that's the way life rolls, and we're moving the fuck on. Now, this week's chapter of Bleach, very surprising, very strange. I'm not gonna lie to you, when we saw Perninda's form and it was a hand, in all honesty, I had to just stop what I was doing. I was like, what the fuck's happening here? Like Kubo, really? What? Fuck dog? It was just random. It just seemed so goddamn random. Just a hand. And then come to realize that it's a left hand. And then I remembered, oh wait, hold on. So this must be the left arm of the Soul King, because when it came to Ukitake, he had Mimihagi-sama. He had the right arm inside himself, keeping him alive. So in this case, for some reason, the left hand is following Juha as one of his main Star Knights. So that was my conclusion. And it wound up being confirmed on the chapter by Mayuri. I was gonna say Mara, by Mayuri, in which Mayuri says, "Oh, this is the left arm of Soul King." So this winds up, blue. Like when it comes to all the fights thus far, right? You have X-Axis against the main group. You have Naklevar against Ichigo and company. But this one is the one that's blooming right now, because the freaking left arm of the Soul King is fighting against Mayuri, mainly him, and Kenpachi. And maybe Kaku, Yumichika later on, and Nemu, who knows? We're not too sure. But it's very fascinating. So, before I get any further, I do want to say this. Mayuri is a fucking troll. He is the biggest troll in Bleach right now. He's taking Aizen's title easily. There's no doubt about it. The faces this guy puts on when he's talking so much shit, it's like, dude, calm the fuck down. Like what the hell, man? They take it easy. Like, this guy, he's talking to Perninda about the noble sacrifice of Kenpachi and how you have to donate your body to me for research purposes because of Kenpachi's noble sacrifice. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And then on top of that, beforehand, he was saying how, because Kenpachi, he can still hear, and he can actually move one of his eyes. And according to Mayuri, Kenpachi's a monster because of that reason. But at the same time, he takes it his own way and says, but at the same time, my Shikai power still needs some work. So thank you for being essentially my test subject, for letting me know that my Shikai's ability of paralysis still needs some modifications. And at the end of the chapter, this guy is like, who wouldn't be happy? Like, this is a new specimen I can just, mess around with. Like, I want to see where the organs are for this thing to make the sound that it makes. Because it's talking back to Mayuri. He wants to just tweak around with shit. Like, he has this sense of euphoria that he hasn't gotten in a while. And Mayuri continues to smile and troll. And I'm like, oh my god, like, this guy just does not stop. So not only is he broken, but he's a troll. He's taken Aizen's position. Again, Mayuri has tech so good where he can restrain Aizen. Aizen, a 4th or 5th or 9th dimensional being, whatever the fuck he is, he's restraining Aizen. Mayuri's broken. He's fucking hacked as fuck, man. Like, here you have Perninda, or the left arm of the Soul King. He's spewing out the blue vein nerves. And Mayuri takes out some weird ass umbrella and blocks that shit, like whatever. I'm like, where did this thing come from? Like, this guy, he has the Batman utility belt. Like, seriously, he just pulls shit out of his fucking ass, and it's magic. You know? Like, he's insane. He's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's bonkers. It's loony. And, I mean, so, oh my god, man. Oh my god, man. Fucking Mayuri. This guy has to stop. He has to stop, honestly. So, like he's becoming honestly like a major player, like a major face in the entirety of Bleach. Like, beforehand, he was kind of major, but not a big deal. Like, he was like, honestly, Mayuri at first, he was like a rank and file captain. Like, you wouldn't put him on the same tier as Kenpachi and Byakuya. Like the biggest feud, the biggest rivalry back in the day was Kenpachi and Byakuya among the captains. Fuck everyone else. Mayuri's stomping all over them. And then it's ridiculous. It's he's fucking out there now. So, like, whatever, man. Just fuck it. Whatever. So, getting on to Mr. Soul King. Or the left arm of the Soul King. Mayuri says something about the Soul King. The left arm of the Soul King. That's actually very fascinating. He says, the only thing I'm not clear on is why the left arm of the Soul King would be deemed inferior by Juha. So what he means by that, in my personal opinion, is, again, you see the left arm of the Soul King. He has the palm with the one eyeball, but he has like two pupils like zooming around. Very similar to like Yuha's like all-seeing eye of what the fuck. But at the same time, this is a piece of the Soul King. So we can assume that the Soul King also has like a left leg and like a right leg somewhere. Don't know. But that's my assumption, because the Soul King, when we saw him, it was the torso and the head with no limbs, and he wasn't doing shit. He wasn't doing shit, so I don't know what was going on there exactly. But if the left arm was always at Yua's disposal, how come he never absorbed the left arm? So, from that perspective, Juha was able to take in the right arm, or he chose to take in Mimi Hagi-sama, the right arm of the Soul King, but chose specifically not to take in the left arm. Why? What about the left arm makes the left arm inferior to the right arm? That's what I think Mayuri needs. And my assumption is that the left arm is being controlled by Juha. Because the original image of Mimi Hagi-sama was one eye and one pupil. Done. Not whatever we have going on with Perninda, where Perninda, the left arm of Soul King, has either one eye zooming around like crazy or two pupils. And that interpretation's up to us, because even Mayuri says like he's not too sure about what's going on with the eyes. So, or I should say the eye and like the pupils. So it's interesting, and again, that's something that I'm not too sure about, because Juha, he is the son of the Soul King, so he knows some things that obviously we're not aware of, and that notion in of itself would explain why the left arm is actually using Quincy powers. Actually, you know what? It's very similar to Ichigo in a way, where Ichigo, he's like half Aranker or whatever, and then he's half Quincy, where half his power scheme comes from the Quincy side, and half comes from the Aranker or Shinigami side. So, if the Soul King could utilize, let's say, Shinigami-based powers on one hand, at the same time, on the other hand, use Quincy-based powers, and maybe the legs can do something else. I don't fucking know. But maybe the reason why Juha chose Mimi Hagi-sama specifically is because Mimi Hagi-sama is what actually kept Ukitake alive. And as far as we know, Ukitake had a regular Shikai and Bankai. Never saw his Bankai, but fuck it. And that would probably mean that Mimi Hagi-sama's powers are Shinigami-based. Something like that. And since Juha is already a Quincy, why taking more Quincy power, taking the other side of the power scheme that you don't have, the Shinigami side? You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's my theory, that's my assumption. But Kubo will tell us later on in the story, that's for damn sure. So the chapter overall, I thought it was actually a very good chapter. Great chapter, actually, because it was fascinating, it was interesting. And even though Mayuri is just a massive troll. He's an enjoyable troll, alright? He's not like on some like holy shit, like 15-page Aizen monologue, and you're like, bro, just chill. You're epic, but just chill with the damn dialogue. Mayuri's dialogue, for the most part, is, I wouldn't say it's a lot. It's more than most characters in Bleach, but it's significant enough, but at the same time, minimal enough to where his actions supersede his words. Where, oh, like, I got this, or I got that, I got fucking, like, he reaches up his fucking ass, and he goes really deep, and he just pulls out some glorious shit. And you're like, bro, like, broken. He doesn't even need his Bankai anymore. Like, for a second, think about that, alright? Honestly, just think about it for a second. Mayuri doesn't even need his fucking Bankai half the damn time. All he does is fucking go in his damn utility belt and pull out some type of fucking drug, some type of fucking utensil, and boom. He's taking out people with Bankais and transformed states. It's like, dude, broken. Massively broken. So I'm done. King Lightning, rate the video. It is not that hard. You know the damn drill, alright? I'm going to avoid yelling at you guys this time, but you have a mouse, alright? You gotta use the mouse. Either you dislike or like the video. Comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice goddamn day.